What the hell's going on in Philly, bro?
Listen, it doesn't matter how good of a team or how good of a roster you have if just the leadership at the top is the leadership at the top is not right. And, you know, we've talked time and time again on this show about habits, you know what I'm saying, and what you do behind closed doors when people aren't watching. And I tell our young guys, and I even tell my kids this, good reps turn into good days. I don't think they get many good reps out of practice out of their best player. Mm-hmm. And that's going to translate to.
Well, you think it's because of health issues, or you think it's because
I think it's partly because of health issues, but I also feel like the health issues are coming from the fact that he hasn't gotten in great shape yet. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if he was to get in great shape, then he might not have those health issues or as many health issues. You know, I tell people this all the time. I'm a huge Joel Embiid fan. I'm just waiting for him to make that turn. You know what I'm saying? And flick that switch. You know what I'm saying? Just like I am a huge Giannis fan. You know what I'm saying? But I'm waiting for Giannis to start being able to shoot the ball a little better and add that to his game. So I'm a huge fan of these guys, but that doesn't mean that these guys, you know, perfect. You know, nobody's perfect. But, you know, for Joel Embiid, I just wish he would work on his habits. And I think his habits start with, you know, understanding that this is a lifestyle now. You're not just playing the NBA when the season starts. You need to live this year-round, what you eat, you know, how much rest you get. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the ground, running in the morning with the weight room, and just creating a consistent schedule for yourself in the way you perform. And even on those days when you're tired and you don't feel like going to shoot around, you still push through because the other guys in the locker room are watching you and they depend on you. So things like that, I feel like if he can kind of figure those things out, I feel like then his leadership will start being better, and I feel like they'll follow him a little better. But right now, I just feel like it's a lot of division with that and the leadership part of things.
There's got to be something different, though. You look at that roster, like, if it goes the way it's going right now, it's gonna be one of the biggest ups of all time. Like,
I mean, bro,
their roster's loaded.
Yeah, but from the beginning of the season, your best player comes out immediately before the season even starts and says, "I'm not playing back-to-backs." Now, if I'm in that locker room immediately, I'm like, "What?"
But 3 games?
Once again,
what's their record?
It's mental. It's mental.
Yeah.
Once he came out and said he wasn't playing back-to-backs,
but
the
think about
mindset of everybody in that locker room.
Huh? 5. I get what you're saying.
Everybody in that locker room.
You remember we had this conversation, and you can chime in here. We've had this conversation about going into the season with Philly. That roster was, I mean, to me, Maxey, Paul George. I mean, obviously injuries are a big part, but you should be all better 5-15. Like Maxey, Paul George,
They all have
Joel
been
Embiid.
out, though. Maxey was out. Paul George has been out.
Martin,
Embiid has been out. None of those
Kelly
guys have
Oubre.
played.
I know, but
they haven't got any minutes consistently with those 3 guys playing together. Yeah. Now,
I
guess
think,
what the
I
thing
think,
is
I think
about
there's
this?
more to it because there's a leaked stuff in the media about their like all the stuff about there's something crazy going on over there.
I think and
the
to
locker
add,
room is divided.
Yeah, to add what you guys are saying, Philly got to find a way to play good when he's not available. And right now, I think management, you know, understands that they're not a good team if he's not healthy.